the Ping G410 3-wood. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, welcome to the channel, and make sure if you haven't already you do hit that subscribe button below. On this channel I bring you guys daily golf related content that helps you raise your game, lower your handicap, and just gets you enjoying golf a little bit more. In today's video I have the brand new Ping G410 3-wood. And this thing looks like a bit of a beast, doesn't it? Now the big news in the brand new Ping G410 3-wood isn't the movable weight system which Ping have implemented in the G410 driver. It's certainly not this boxing glove head cover either. What Ping have done is to try and make this club a lot easier launching with a lot lower spin. This has come from feedback from the tour players who found that the G400 3-wood was too difficult to launch, and when it did launch just spun too much, and then the players would find themselves losing distance. It's also had a nice little makeover as well with the red colouring instead of that kind of brown that was on the G400 before. I've got this club in the Alta CB 65 gram stiff shaft. This is a stock shaft you'll find the club in on the shelves. And I must say the plan to get this club easier to launch is definitely working for me. I've had a bit of a warm up before, as I always do for these videos, and some of the shots I got out of this did not deserve to go where they've gone. We also have a little bit of a brighter colouring on top, so it's still grey, don't get me wrong, but it is not black anymore. It's not real thick set, deep black. More of like a kind of steely grey, dark grey, gunmetal grey. I prefer it anyway. And while we're on the topic of looking on top of the club, we do have the turbulators back. They are much more aggressive than before. I don't know about these. Ooh. One thing's for sure, this club feels fantastic. It does sound a tiny bit tinny, which the driver does as well, just a fraction, but it seems to be performing fairly well. We also have a brand new adjustable hosel on the Ping G410 3-woods. This allows you to move the loft 1.5 degrees either way, and you can also now change the lie angle to make it that little bit flatter. You see now that there is a prime example of me hitting this with a poor golf swing. That one came right out the heel, and it still launched, it still went the distance, it still felt, well, didn't feel good because I know that it came right out the heel. But look at that ball fly. The club has definitely had a bit of a makeover regards to the shaping as well. Compared to last year's G400, it's much more kind of triangular at the back a little bit, which I quite prefer, and that goes hand in hand with having this weight at the back, which again isn't a movable weight, but it does help increase MOI and increase forgiveness. There's no amount of forgiveness that's going to help that golf swing. Just like with the G410 driver, we have the Miragin forged face, and I still can't say that properly. That is designed to help create a hotter contact, faster contact, more ball speed, and in essence, more distance. One thing which I like about this club is it's not trying to be a mini driver as such. It's not trying to be like a little kind of knuckleball off the tee. When I hit this well, it goes around 250, 255. A good driver goes 270 to 280, maybe a little bit more on a good hit. One thing I don't like in a 3-wood is if I nuke it and it goes like 270, because then it's pointless, isn't it? That is as good as I've got. Okay guys, let's go one more with the Ping G410 3-wood, then let's take a look at just how it's performed, and let's discuss. There's another one that's just not... So guys, 10 shots with the Ping G410 3-wood. I'm not going to lie, There was some horror show swings in there, but I've been working on my game just like you guys, so it's okay to throw the occasional horror swing in there. I'm going to show you the numbers with those swings in, then I'm going to extract them out just so you can kind of make of it what it is. If it was a fitting, I wouldn't want those swings in there, to be fair. I kind of hit the mat like 3, 4, 5 inches, a long way in front of the golf ball. Let's take a look at the numbers. Initially, dispersion, not going to lie guys, that's not fantastic, as you can probably tell. However, one thing I'm going to take from that is the consistency of the trajectories. There were some good swings in there were some bad swings in there, but they've all kind of got a real nice flight to them. Here's what we came to see. When I hit this club well, it goes really well. It doesn't go really well as in like a driver, which would be absolutely pointless. Look at that shot 10. Shot 10, and where's the other one? Shot 6. Shot 6 didn't carry 200 yards. Like I said guys, I'm going to leave them in and show you. So average with those shots in 241 with a spin of 2.9, which isn't bad. It's probably a tiny bit on the low side. However, in the sake of sanity, I'm going to take those out. So for a kind of fair test, as it were, with half decent golf swings, I'm not even saying they're good ones, but averaging 250, it didn't even make a huge difference, did it? 250 average, which is pretty much exactly where I would want a 3 wood, spinning at 2.8. So again, that's a tiny bit low for a 3 wood, in fairness. So what do I think? I personally like this. I like it a lot. I like how it doesn't come out like a driver, it comes out like a 3 wood. I like how when I mishit it, it still gets airborne. And I like how the distances are pretty much exactly where I would want it to be. Things I don't particularly like, I'm not a massive fan of the sound. I think it sounds a tiny bit tinny, but for me, Ping woods have always sounded a little bit that way, and I'm sure that a lot of people like that sound, so that is a personal preference. I'm sure Ping aren't changing that primarily because a lot of people like that, and Ping woods always sell well, don't they? You always see a lot of members at your golf club, or you always see a lot of Ping woods on tour, so I really don't see, that's again just a personal thing for me. It flies well, it's easy to hit, it is low spinning, just like Ping are claiming. It does pretty much do everything it says on the tin. How much better is it than the G400? I don't think it's going to be a massive, just don't. I'm very surprised that Ping haven't put the movable weight in here. We have got the weight in there, so maybe they're saving that for the G1 or whatever that's going to be called. But could I game the Ping G410 3 wood? Yes, absolutely I could. Will I? Not a massive fan of the sound, and I'm not going to lie, so the turbulators are there for aerodynamics, they're also there to align you with the ball a little bit, but not a massive fan of turbulators if I'm being honest. Long story short, it will definitely be in with a shot to go in the bag. Just because I don't like the sound of it doesn't necessarily mean that I shouldn't use it. So I'm going to do a video soon where I test every 3 wood on the market on the same day, on the course, here in the studio, and we are going to put to bed which 3 wood I should be using. And this one's going to be in there because it deserves to be in there on merit for how it performs. Guys, I'm James Robinson, I'm here at Huddersfield Golf Club. I really hope you've enjoyed that video, just like you enjoyed the rest of my reviews. Anything you guys want to see, so smash those comments below and let me know what you want to see. Apart from that guys, put the thumbs up, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.